All you guys need to know right now is everybody in that fucking pit is a target. No one stands still.
In 5, 4, 3.
You guys wanted some more breakdowns, we got them. You guys wanted more death metal, we got it. And then we got some more newer things we haven't really done before. So I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are excited about it, and I hope you all like it as much as we do.
This is Sean
And Corey
from Carnifex.
And you're watching barebonsmusic.com, motherfuckers.
Horses.
Horses.
It's just not death metal anymore, man.
Damn, dude. Fuck.
You know, I realized I really do love these guys.
I mean, who needs gravity blasts? Not me.
Where are we today?
Tameland Visa Studios. One of them. Gonna jam some shits. New stuff. Not sure what we're jamming. Pre-production on this was, well, last record we did the same thing, but some shit happened, we lost everything, but this time we just basically, if you wrote a riff, you record it, we write the tabs down, send it to each other, get them all together, write the songs, and then when we're happy, we jam together.
But in all seriousness, this is the record that I'm most happy with. Yeah, it's very heavy and epic. Epic. There you go.
This record is, I think, my favorite overall, both riff, song structure, and sound that we got in the studio. I don't know, it just seemed like a lot more really cool stuff came out of everybody in this record, and it was like we tried really hard to make it more difficult, but it felt kind of effortless. Like when we finally had something, it just kind of came together, and everybody's like, "Oh, I got something for this and that." And
I feel like with the 5 of us, and then those guys on the technical end, you know, it's no reason why this won't be the best sounding, best record experience that we've ever put out.
we took what we did that we thought was awesome, and then this record was all of that awesome, and then some more awesome on top. It's my favorite. I mean, it's on my iPod, and I put it on just because I want to listen to it, not because some band did this. It's like it's just music I like, and it's sick. And it's I think it's everybody said in the band it's our favorite that we've done, and the fans that have bought it they just can't stop. I mean, it sounds a little pretentious, I guess, but they continuously write us and tell us how badass it is and how it's their favorite one and all this stuff. And fucking stoked on it.
You know, and so one thing that we did differently about the cover artwork for this record is we almost, as extreme as we went in that direction, you know, that cover was real shocking. I know most of the places it was sold, it was covered. You know, if you bought that record at Hot Topic, I'm pretty sure they covered it. You know, it was a cover that a lot of people thought was pretty offensive, and that was kind of the point. You know, that's kind of the point, was, you know, to make people uncomfortable and you know, get their attention. And as extreme as we went on that record for the cover, I think we've gone almost the opposite direction. We've gone really understated with this album cover. I mean, the people that maybe were expecting to see an album cover that was maybe a little more, you know, gruesome or more dramatic or you know, whatever. You know, I don't think you're gonna find that. You know, we kind of went understated on the cover, and we really wanted it to be something that, you know, if you want to know what it stands for, and if you want to know, you know, what is this cover trying to say, you're going to have to do more than just look at it and take a cursory glance and make a judgment. You're going to have to read the lyrics. You're going to have to talk to us as members and you know, and look at it as a whole you know, the whole package. An album isn't just a cover, and I think that was something that I was kind of disappointed with how people reacted to the last record. It kind of just became all about this cover, and you know, no one actually ever took time to find out what the songs were about. So, in a response to that, you know, we went the other way. We went understated. The artwork isn't, you know, gruesome. It's not, you know, satanic or whatever it is that you got out of that last cover. It's much more understated, and I think a lot of people will be able to appreciate that. I know there's people that won't be able to appreciate that, and that's fine. You know, the cover isn't meant for them. You know what I mean? It's meant for the people that want to take the time to understand the record as a whole, and not just as a cover or as a single, or as a single lyric. You know, or whatever it is that got latched onto for how it chose me.
Well, I was probably the one acting most serious the entire time. My favorite thing about me, obviously, besides being me, is me. And, well, this is one of my most serious of seriousness. Seriously.
Oh, where's it? Everybody, this is what Twitter has come to. Blonde, gorgeous blonde with exceptional tits, sucks substantial cock, gorgeous. Click here for more details.
There are two.
I'm clicking, but
Do it.
Actually, what I just did.
He's doing it.
it was way funnier when I read it all awkward. Alright, this is called porn hiking mobile? Oh, porn hiking.
Actually, it goes on all of them and then repeats one
Porn
time.
hiking. That's it. Get to the top of this
One of them,
mountain.
2 notes.
Get a reward.
Do you find that when you write a song, like a particular song on record, that maybe you guys all were like, this is the song as musicians that we really dig, and you think, well, fans may not get into this, but we really like it, but you're really surprised that they want to hear it? I mean, is there a song like that you guys have done?
Mine's the opposite. There are songs where I'm really not stoked on them, and then I'll get people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's my favorite song." I'm like, "That's the worst song we ever wrote." Like, there's one like, I'm not gonna say which one it is, but there's a song on the Disease and the Poison, which I believe is the worst song we've ever written as a band, and I can't believe it's some people's favorite song. But they, you know, it's their favorite song, and I'm like, wow,
We kept some of the simple stuff, but I think we really pushed ourselves to write more complicated, harder riffs that are much more entertaining.
yeah.
And then you have halfway through, right?
Dun, dun.
I'm a fingerstyle player, but I practice with a pick as well. And the last 2 recording engineers let me record with my fingers, but both times it kind of sounded thin. Like, everyone wants that super distorted sound cutting through the guitars, and it just sounds just like clicks. So recording with Daniel, I know he records a lot of pick style players, so I tried it, I did it. I recorded the majority of the record with a pick this time.
How's recording going, Corey?
Great. I'm having a great time. Mr. Castleman's funny.
Who?
This guy.
Never heard of him.
Mr. Castleman.
Who? What does he do?
Really talented guy.
Oh, what a prick.
It's funny because it's not true. Yes, it's true.
So much talent in the game.
No, it's hard. It's hard to breathe.
Yeah.
It's hard.
We know. If we were a strip club, we'd be the C Squad.
Yeah.
As far as artwork goes, what a lot of people got out of the Hell Chose Me cover artwork was probably a big misconception, to be honest. You know, that cover was very particular to the title track. You know, obviously, the cover was for the entire record, but like I said, the record, that last record didn't have a concept. So when you're trying to do a cover for an album that has a bunch of songs about a bunch of different things, you kind of just have to pick one, And we picked, obviously we picked Hell Chose Me, and the artist we worked with based his artwork and his concept off of that title and off of those songs. And from that, a big misconception grew about our direction as a band. And a lot of people got caught up on this cover without ever reading any lyrics or without ever coming to us and asking us, what is this song even about? And I've said many times what the song is about, and it should be pretty easy to find that information.
Like the last few shows when we roll for this tour, we're starting with our very first track.
Mm-hmm.
And when we roll the intro, everybody's pretty stoked on it, so they know what's coming next.
Once they realize what the sound clip is, they're like, "Oh, I like this thing. This is awesome." Gonna cheer and stuff. Yeah.
I feel like if I was ever gonna get raped, this is what it would sound like.
And then, I mean, he could shred, but he didn't have the looks like you do. Like, show me your shred licks. Oh yeah, you're I like how you move your hands up and down the neck.
Yeah, sweet. Gotta have the flow, man.
Negative one.
You're watching Toast, man. That's where I learn all the moves.
Only it sounded good when you did that.
But it probably just sound like
This is where you come in. Studio magic.
I think as far as a vocal performance goes, I think this record is my best vocal performance to date. Absolutely. I don't know how else to say it other than that. I think it captured my vocals as close to how they sound when we perform live.
In 2009 on Thrash and Burn, we went to Spain, and one of the local bands were there, gave me a handful of their picks, and then recording this time, I scrounged around for the same consistency of these green Dunlops that Corey was using, and just happened to be that theirs were the ones. So thank you guys from Dravia. They used your picks for this recording.
A lot of people tell me, live, you guys, come across heavier, you come across, better, more pissed off, whatever you want to call it. And we'd always just kind of had trouble capturing that from record to record. Like the studio kind of tamed us, kind of turned it down a little bit, and it just didn't come across, that aggression didn't come across quite as much. But this record, not just vocally, but musically, everybody's performance, I think, was captured a lot more closer to our natural.
Have you ever been to a show and a record just came out and maybe you haven't got it yet?
Right.
And then the band just plays a bunch of new stuff. You're like, well, I don't know these songs. Like, I want to hear the stuff, and then they play 2 songs, and you're like, okay, that was cool, but I don't know anything they played, and it's live, so it sounds different. If you don't know the songs, it doesn't sound right.
Well, pretty much, I think I took this recording way serious.
All right, what's different?
Oh, hold on a second. Ooh, tits. Say again.
Gorgeous blonde, such substantial cockroach.
Yes.
His liver. What the fuck do you want?
Dicks. Oh, God, that tastes like whipped cream.
So I'm kind of becoming more attached to playing songs where I get to do stuff like that, because it's more fun, and I get to rock out, headbang, and I get to do vocals and stuff. I always wanted to be a vocalist, but I don't know how to write, and I'm really not that good at it. So I can do pretty damn good vocals in spurts.
Right.
So a little bit here and there, there's songs and stuff.
That makes a great backing vocalist. Right?
Yeah, and it's fun, and it adds another dimension to my being on stage. I'm not just standing there whipping my hair around headbanging like a weirdo.
Right.
I get to actually do something else too. But it's fun, you know. And then kids are like, "Oh, he's doing vocals now," and some people know that I never did it, and people ask me about it, and it's fun.
Yeah, good time to open a fucking massive Lexus dealership.
There's a 5-star restaurant in there.
Why?
I don't know. They're trying to create a car shopping experience.
Fuck that.
Like I want to hang out at a fucking car dealership. Yeah, dude, they've been living there forever. It's been there for so long.
This has got to go on the camera. So here we have, 5-star Lexus dealership. Oh, place is a ghost town. Shocking. And then pan to the left. Oh yeah, this is where I live. In the
That's where I live.
In the Aerostream. Escondido, only the best.
True. When you're in a van and you're constantly touching each other physically because you don't have the space to get away, you go home and sit and, like I sit on my couch and play video games for myself, and I'm just like, there's no one here. This is awesome. So happy. But 6 months of that, I'm like,